Hi everybody, it's Tim with Engadget. We're taking a look at the new Sony Tablet S. Now we should say right up front, this is final hardware, but the company did not have final software available for us, so anything that we look at on the screen here is liable to change. Also, performance, battery life might be affected as well. But the first thing we should talk about is the hardware, which is, of course, this very distinctive, you could even say unique design. It was inspired by a folded magazine, and it's certainly much more distinctive than your average tablet, like, let's say, the Galaxy Tab 10.1, which we have here. You can see the difference in profile between the two. On the thinnest end, it is about the same as the Galaxy Tab, but of course it swells to a much thicker end over here, which means that you are going to have to make a little bit more room in your bag for it. But it does fit nicely in the hand. It's very comfortable to hold. And it's got this kind of textured backing to it, but I gotta say, not big fans of the plastic construction. It feels a little bit, well, not quite like a premium tablet, and this is priced like a premium tablet, but we'll get into that in just a moment. Take a quick tour around the device. On this side we have the headphone jack, and hiding under here is your micro USB port and a full-size SD card reader. Nothing much going on here. Come over to this side, we have power button is tucked under here, along with volume rockers up and down. Speaker here as well. And then on the front bezel we have a VGA webcam. On the back, a 5 megapixel. So pretty standard array of ports. Let's go ahead and turn this on now that I've got it covered in fingerprints. We are of course running Honeycomb here, so no major shockers. They have made some minor UI tweaks. For example, we have a white background now, which is interesting. Again, we're talking pre-release software, so a lot of this doesn't work. For example, there's a Chumby app on here which does not work. But this is a PlayStation certified device. We've got PlayStation Suite, so we can run Crash Bandicoot, for example. I'll continue where I left off. As you can see, of course, we've got on-screen controls for all these things. So, yeah, you might have your thumbs in the way. It's a little bit unfortunate that Sony didn't take the time to actually put some shoulder buttons up here. Instead, they're lumped up on top of the screen as well. So this is not exactly ideal for doing PlayStation emulated gaming, but you can at least do it. And, of course, we hope that Sony will have more PlayStation Suite games available down the road, other than just Crash Bandicoot. Take a look at some of the other things that we can do in here. Another function that you can do is control your devices. This will act as a remote control. So, for example, you can go to your TV. You can use gestures here, swipe up or down to increase the volume, or left or right to change the channel, or you can go to a full remote control and get full controls as well. There's an IR blaster built up in the top so that it will send the signals to all of your devices, and you can add quite a few devices. Of course, we were a little bit disappointed with the selection. Video game consoles, for example, not found in here, but again, we're talking pre-release software, so we'll hope that that Sony improves that before release. Now, this is expected to ship in mid-September, pricing at $499 for the 16 gigabyte model, $599 for 32 gigabytes. So that puts it right on par with the Galaxy Tab 10.1 and of course the iPad 2. And in that company, well, the build quality perhaps not quite as good, but it is a distinctive design, and overall it's a nice tablet, just perhaps not a great one. So we'll withhold final judgment until we get full software and everything. But for now, this is the Sony Tablet S.